Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Mike Brenner coming to you with the Brenner Blast and the Brenner Breakdown for college basketball and NBA in one video today. Here we go. The big dance is in full swing. We're in bounce back mode full swing because yesterday we just did not get it done. All right, Kentucky, when's the last time you saw that team not score a three-point shot at all in a game? It hasn't happened since 1988. Speaking of three-point shot, we had them on the full game. They gave up a three with a couple seconds left to win the game by 5. They were up by 8. Hell, a minute left, they were up by 11. So bad beat, call it what you want. No excuse, didn't get it done. So we're bouncing back today. We're looking forward to that opportunity. All right, a lot to go over. Let's get into it. Providence in the early game taking on Texas A&M. Providence, they love to run and gun. They might come out and try to establish the pace early in this game. Right now, it's favoring Texas A&M minus 2.5. Then you've got Cal State Fullerton taking on Purdue. Purdue is a heavy favorite in this game, minus 20.5. Be careful. A lot of big spreads this year. They struggled to get those covered. All right. Then you're moving on down. You got Lipscomb taking on North Carolina. All right. UNC cannot overlook this team. Lipscomb 9-1 straight up in its last 10. And UNC 6-4 ATS its last 10. A big number here. UNC minus 19.5. No call on that. Then you got Murray State taking on West Virginia. West Virginia, all right, 6-4 ATS the last 10 games. They're kind of struggling. You're looking at a team, Murray State, got nothing to lose. They're 7-3 ATS the last 10 games. Right now, this line is favoring West Virginia minus 10.5. All right, Bob Huggins is going to need to get that lockdown defense in order and do it quickly. Murray State, they love to run. All right, then you got Bucknell taking on Michigan State. Michigan State favored in this contest, minus 14.5. Bucknell straight up 9-1 in its last 10, so they're coming into this tournament on a hot streak. And now Michigan State, though, last 10, they're 9-1 straight up their last 10, so they're also playing some very good ball. 29-4 Michigan State Spartans on the year. That line is minus 14.5. No call on that one. Then you got Texas Southern taking on Xavier. All right, Texas Southern 9-1 the last 10 straight up. All right, 16-19 for the year. This team struggled very early in the season, and they struggled bad. Xavier favored by 19.5 in this contest. No call on that one. Then you got Maryland Maryland, Baltimore County, UMBC, taking on number 1 seed in this bracket, Virginia. Virginia, who was 5-5 ATS its last 10, really kind of struggling to separate itself from the competition. They're favored in this contest, minus 21. Moving on down, New Mexico State taking on number 5, Clemson. All right, Clemson is favored by 5. Here's the team also struggling. Came into this tournament 5-5 straight up its last 10 games. New Mexico State on a winning note. They're 8-2 last 10. So they're looking forward to this opportunity to pull an upset, but I don't know. No call on that one. I do have a dog, though. I'm taking an underdog for the free pick in the college basketball today. K-State is playing against Creighton. All right. K-State is getting points. Creighton is favored. I love the advantage here in the first half, okay? I'm telling you, K-State with Bruce Weber coaching, he's got that experience. He knows how to get these guys ready. I think this is an under-the-radar one. I think this line should be reversed. Pulling that trigger with Kansas State on the first half plus 0.5 point. That's right, Kansas State on the first half plus 0.5 point. That's the only call I have on the video picks today for college basketball, but we'll have some for the paid packs as well, the paid picks. Now let's talk about some NBA action. You got some teams going back-to-back nights. Boston is playing at Orlando. There's no line right now. Boston 7-3 ATS its last 10, and they're doing it with a banged-up roster. Orlando 6-4 ATS last 10. They're dealing also with some issues. Aaron Gordon is on that concussion protocol. Don't know if he's going to be getting the start yet. Then you got Dallas going to play at Toronto. Toronto back-to-back games coming off that big win. They had to fight from behind to beat Indiana, but they got it done. 10-0 straight up and 8-2. All right, ATS, its last 10 games. Toronto is really showing that they could be the beast from the East, and you better bring it, guys. You better bring it. This is your year to take advantage of it. And then you got the Clippers playing at OKC. Back-to-back night for the Clippers. There's no line out yet. For Oklahoma City Thunder, though, Paul George is banged up. He's questionable, and Steven Adams is questionable as well. Without those two, that changes the dynamics of that team completely. LA Clippers, they got nothing to lose. They just don't have no quit in them, win or lose. Again, OKC is 7-3 straight up its last 10. There's no line out yet on that one. And then you got Sacramento. All right, Sacramento playing at Golden State. Sacramento 6-4 ATS its last 10. Golden State, I mean, their injury list looks like a roster for crying out loud. Now Durant is banged up, took a shot to the ribs. He's banged up. You already got just a list of players that are out and a list of players that are questionable. But by God, Golden State still favored -12. All right. And then you got Brooklyn playing at the Sixers. Sixers had to fight back last night. They scored 35 points in the fourth quarter and held the Knicks to 19 points in that fourth quarter to get the win. All right. 12 wins in its last 17 games, back-to-back nights. Let's see how the Sixers perform. They are at home. And my pick for the NBA, got one pick in the video picks, okay? We're pulling that trigger, baby. I'm going to ride Toronto tonight on the first half, -7. I think they want to come out and bury Dallas early and then look to rest some players towards the end of the game, because that's the mode they got to get into. You got to find ways to rest players, especially on back-to-back nights. So that's the two picks, okay? Again, in college basketball, we're riding the underdog, taking Kansas State on that first half, plus a half a point. And in the NBA, we're going to take them. Toronto Raptors, baby, on that first half, -7. All right, guys, bet responsible and do yourselves a favor. Stay disciplined. Yesterday, I mean, I got juggernauted, but didn't go into panic mode. Did not go into panic mode. We're going to stick to the plan. There's a lot of great opportunities this weekend to absolutely solidify everything. So that's what we're going to do. So tonight, Toronto in the first half, -7 in the NBA, and in college basketball, big dance style, we're taking Kansas State on the first half plus a half. Two solid picks, bounce back picks, and you can get a hold of me at Gmail, okay? MikeBrennerSports@gmail.com for the paid pick package. We still got plenty of time left. All right, guys, let's stay positive. You got to. That's what separates the men from the boys. Staying positive when things get rough. Backs against the wall. We're going to come out swinging tonight, and we're going to get it done. All right, guys, most importantly, it's Friday, family time. Make some time this weekend for family. Spring break, we got a lot going on right now, so make sure you stay disciplined. But keep your priorities straight and stick to that family time. Bet responsible, beat your bookie, and let's build that bank back up today with Brenner. Let's get it done, and don't forget the Brenner Blast and the Brenner Breakdown is coming to you, baby, on a Friday morning.